Mayor, you mentioned the stimulus and the stopping of the negotiation and what President Trump tweeted. They say that that stopped because Nancy Pelosi would not come off the $2.2 trillion and included in there some poison pills for Republicans. And they're saying they'll pass, would like to pass some other single focused bills like checks, stimulus checks directly to families and other things to airlines. Why not do that?
Well, the House already passed a bill. It's a good bill, and Mitch McConnell won't even put it up for an up or down vote. If they think it's bad, they can vote it down, but it's really revealing that they won't even take it that far.
So somehow Donald Trump has reopened the negotiation talks of the stimulus package. And you all know, in any relationship, in any situation, we will all not agree 100%. Okay, so it is the same with this stimulus package. So as you all know, there are some discrepancies as far as what the Democrats agree on and what the Republicans disagree with. And rightly so. It would not be perfect. But one of the things that actually irks me is that, in any situation, regardless, you would not wish death on your enemy or the worst person, right? We want everyone to do well. We want everyone to have a healthy body, a healthy life. And with this pandemic, regardless of what your immigration status is, it should not be any argument. We should be able to support. So one of the arguments or one of the discrepancies with the Democrats and the Republicans is that there are illegal immigration support or illegal immigration support for undocumented people. But we're talking about health here. So basically, this question was asked.
There's illegal immigrants support in there. It grants protections for employers who hire undocumented immigrants. There's other things that are not tied to the coronavirus specifically that
Yeah, it's true. When you have employers, when you have employers like the Trump organization,
yesterday that bringing people together was what it should be.
You still want to make sure that they don't get COVID. Right? You saw the group of undocumented immigrants, for example, who worked for Donald Trump and showed that they actually paid more in taxes than he did. The workplaces that they're in are workplaces where all different people are and customers too. And I think we would all agree that we want everybody, regardless of their immigration status, to be free of this deadly virus.
Now, this one is a matter of the pot calling the kettle black. And Pete Buttigieg did not hesitate at all. He handed it to the foxholes and left them speechless. Watch this.
Just going back to my original question about the things that, when you run for president, you have a record on all of these issues. And then we've seen that record and her stance on them changing over time. So there's no doubt she's going to be asked about that tonight. Can you give us some insight into what she might say to justify why she was for Medicare for all then and is not for it now, for example?
Well, there's a classic parlor game of trying to find a little bit of daylight between running mates. And if people want to play that game, we could look into why an evangelical Christian like Mike Pence wants to be on a ticket with the president caught with a porn star, or how he feels about the immigration policy that he called unconstitutional before he decided to team up with Donald Trump. If folks want to play that game, we could do it all night. But I think what most Americans want to hear about is, are our families going to be better protected than they have been by this president who's failed to secure America in the face of one of the most dangerous things ever to happen to our country?